Okay, so a correction here on our dwarf on the experience point side. So when I averaged out the strength, intelligence, and cunning here, I did 17 plus 13 is 30, but I only divided by 2. I should have divided by 3, which would have been 10, which would have been an average score. So therefore, no additional advancement for prime requisite for this guy. So we're going to say 0% here. And then the other thing is that his experience points are 0 now, but because he advances 10% faster, he only needs 900 to get to the next level. So it's not a big hardship that he doesn't get a bump, because as a dwarf, he already gets a 10% advantage in advancing. Now I will go back and check to see that my elf, who is starting as a magic user, doesn't have a similar weird circumstance. Just a sec. All right, so there is no similar bonus for him to advance early. Yes, his EP adjustment is 10% based on his intelligence. The things that I did forget to write down were special notes here on his skills. So as an elf, he has, once again, a 90-foot dark. We're going to call it dark vision, even though it doesn't mean the same thing in this game. The other thing is he has precision missile fire. So I'll just make a note that he uses the precision table, not the normal short bow table, which is going to make him super deadly with that mundane bow. As a matter of fact, he's got a base 90% to hit any target. And then he has the ability to not get lost in a natural forest, and he's a fine natural horseman and sailor. So I'm going to put horseman, sailor, can't get lost in a natural forest, cannot get lost, natural, not a supernatural forest, but a natural forest, just by being an elf. It's an elf game after all. Okay, so we've done a lot of the normal stuff, but this character, he could be just about anything, but I've decided I'm going to make him a thief because he has a 13 in ego, which is, it's tied with this guy. Maybe this guy should be the thief. 13. What else could this guy be? This guy can't be anything but a thief. So I think we're going to make this guy the thief. So the main difference here is the thieving skills. So we're going to fill those out, and then we'll do a cleric real quick. So I rolled up this female human thief, and I did, well, we'll speak about that in a minute, but pretty good ego, 5% advantage there. The health, thankfully, has a base, can't go below 3 on the roll, got a +1. Rolled a 2, but got bumped up to 3. It would have been 3 anyway, minimum. And then kind of the usual suspects over here. Hear noise, 11 on a 3d6 because we're doing thievery skills. So let's flip over the sheet and take a look at that. Hand axe and mace. You know what I've discovered here is this slot system. I like it. It's very restricting. You can't really go that quickly through the dungeon, because even with 11, like this guy, who doesn't really carry that much, or I'm sorry, this gal, it's already down to 6. Now, if I dropped something, I could get my speed up, but anyway, thievery skills. So backstab at first level is 1 times weapon. Hear noise, again, this is all in 3d6 is the roll. So 11, head for heights, that's climbing, basically. Open locks, picking pockets, finding and removing small traps, moving with stealth, and reading languages. All kind of good stuff. I did go back on my other 2 characters and make 1 or 2 minor corrections. But the main thing I did is I added the thievery skills, because in Dragons Beyond, if you're going to use these skill rolls, then you might as well give them to everybody, and I made one for non-thieves to use. So not as great a chance to roll, but it is what it is. And I just realized that this person, because they're a dwarf, Well, it's only thieves that get the advantage of being a dwarf on these rolls. Yeah, anyway. Non-thieves don't get the advantage. So, yeah, that's it. We've got 3 of the 5 characters rolled up now. Okay, so I've finished creating this adventuring party. First up here we have Sam. Sam is a human cleric with 1 hit point. Brilliant. Wearing chainmail armor. The important thing to know is the flail seems to be very, very good at getting the critical hits. The tools that he's bringing are the pitons, the hammer, the holy symbol, the holy water, you know, all the stuff that a cleric needs, and a couple of large sacks to carry this stuff in. He doesn't have any spells at first level, but he certainly does have some skills. As with everybody else, 6 inches is his current movement rate. This slot system is very punishing, but OD&D is very freeform when it comes to movement, so I think it doesn't matter nearly as much as it seems like it would. Now, exploring the dungeons, being limited to 6 inches is definitely going to be a challenge for these guys, but they've got 2 guys with torches. Frothar here is a halfling fighting man with 6 hit points. Really great stats, including this health stat that puts a floor under his hit points at 4. Again, 6-inch movement. The halflings have interesting saving throws. He will top out at 4th level if I can get him there. He is part of a household guard, which would be, he's attached to a baron of some type, which means that he's attached to a human, not a halfling hero. Short sword, sling, because they have precision missile fire, which is 97% base chance to hit. So halflings especially deadly with slings, chainmail shield helm, torches, water skin filled with wine because, you know, he's a halfling. And he does get, I was looking over the thievery stuff, so the roll, there are bonuses to many of the rolls that he would do if he does some thievery on the side as well. So that'll be interesting to see what happens. Then we have our good friend here, Andalor. Andalor is a dwarven fighting man with only 3 hit points, but pretty good stats, and 6 inches for movement. Saving throws, what's he got? Plate, helm. He's really well protected. He's got the crowbar for the group, dagger, morning star, and he's got the ability to speak several languages thanks to the fact that he's a dwarf. Dwarves also get a couple bonuses when it comes to the thievery skills in Dragons Beyond. He's only got a couple of GP left, but it doesn't matter. Faster advancement in 900 points. Cleric has the fastest advancement, I think. Human fighter here, Elistra. She is a thief. Yeah, not a human fighter. Human thief. Elistra. She has some interesting stats as well. Thieves fight as though they're clerics, at least as far as to hit rolls. Hand axe and mace, so hoping to slam that hand axe in the back of somebody's head sometime. Leather armor, torches, no backstab really for first level, but she's bringing along an oil flask. She's our fire starter here, with leather armor and thieves' tools. And then, yeah, her rolls are much better for thievery. Although I haven't done a comparison with the dwarf and the halfling. Who knows? They should have some pretty good skills here to get into and out of trouble. All right, last character is Ralmir. Ralmir is a magic user, an elf, and he has 1 hit point. So I've got 2 people in the party that have 1 hit point. It's not so great. Great intelligence here, though, so this person has some language skills as well. Dwarf, Pegasus, Gnome, Halfling. There's a longer video of me rolling this guy up, and then thievery skills are just the base skills. That's it.